Hello and welcome. I'm Christian and I'm so nervous because this is my first video which I'm doing in English. So English is not my mother language. I'm from Germany, so I normally speak German, and all of my other videos are in German. So I tried to do a video in English, so please don't be too rough with my English. And when you find some mistakes, you can keep them. Okay, today we will do a camera comparison between the this is the F2 Pro from Poco. It's a sub-brand from Xiaomi, and the brand new Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. We call it the Fan Edition, or they call it the Fan Edition. Here in Germany, this is a very interesting phone because here in Germany you get this one with a Snapdragon processor, and all of the other S20s, they come only with this Exynos processor. In the US or Canada or in some parts of South Korea or in China, you have also the Snapdragon 865 processor inside. So for those, it's not the big thing, this phone, but for us in Europe or India or Germany, it's part of Europe, haha, it's very interesting. So that's why I compare those two phones. In this part, it's a camera comparison, and first of all you will see my intro, and we see us after the intro. So let's go. Okay, first of all we will compare some of those specs. On the F2 Pro we have a quad camera setup, and here we have a triple camera setup. Okay, here on this side we have a normal wide angle lens, then we have an ultra wide angle lens, wide angle with 64 megapixel, the wide angle with 64 megapixels, and the ultra wide with 13 megapixels. Then we have a depth of field sensor with 2 megapixels and a macro sensor. Those last two sensors, the macro sensor and the depth of field sensor, in my opinion, is kind of a bit gimmicky. Normally you don't need those. Yeah? Normally the main sensor can do every job, and macro photography you can do it with a ultra wide as well. So, and on this side, on the FE, S20 FE, we have three lenses: a normal wide angle lens, then an ultra wide angle lens, normal lens with 12 megapixels, then ultra wide with also 12 megapixels, and then a zoom camera, telephoto zoom camera with 8 megapixels. And how they perform, you will see it in my pictures and videos, so watch them and afterwards we talk about it. Nice that you are still here on my channel and you watched all of my videos and all of my photos, example photos from this. So what can we see on the photos and on the videos? First of all, this phone is kind of a mid-range budget phone. I said it before, with a high-end Snapdragon inside. And this is kind of a premium, lower premium phone. It's here in Germany around 700 euros, 730 euros, and this is about 400 euros. So this is almost twice the price. So is the camera better? A little bit of a spoiler, yes. Okay, when we talk about photography with a normal lens in daylight, they are not even, but this one is ahead, especially when it comes to dynamic range. The dynamic range here is better, I think. In my opinion, it's better. You have the better color accuracy. The colors look normal, like natural. Here, sometimes they are a little bit less colorful and they don't look like natural. This is the one thing, and less of this dynamic range. And when it comes to night mode, oh, this camera is far ahead of this camera here. I took 2 photos and this one was with more light. It was dark, but more light than here. This was later on and it was quite darker here when I took this photo with the FE, and this photo is, there's more light, more sharpness, more details in the whole picture. So in night shots, this one is far ahead. Maybe it's because of the stabilization. Here we have an OIS inside and here only an EIS, means an electronical stabilization, and here a real optical image stabilization. This is why those pictures are better. Okay, this is photography. More details, sharper, and yeah, it's the better camera when it comes to photos. But what happens when it comes to videos? I forgot, we have the selfie camera. Here on this one we have let me open it. On this camera we have a pop-up selfie camera. It's nice because you have a bezel-less design then. And here in this case the selfie cam comes in the middle, and it's inbuilt the screen, so not that bad. In both look good. This is bezel-less, I like it, but okay, maybe there's some damage in future because of this mechanism. Here you don't have problems with the mechanism because there is no. Okay, selfie cam, 20 megapixels versus 32 megapixels. And what do I say about the photos here? I like the photos of the Galaxy phone, okay? Because they are sharper, more details, and the same thing with the back cameras, with the rear cameras. You have more sharpness, details, and dynamic range, especially dynamic range. And when it comes to lighting, sometimes when you have light from behind you and you take a photo against the light, less problems with this camera, more problems with this camera. What about videos? Let's talk about the videos. Both can record in 4K 60. This phone can also record in 8K. Okay, 8K for me is so gimmicky because you need an 8K screen to watch movies in 8K. I don't have one, they are so expensive and I don't need it. You have such big files then, double of 4K, so I don't need it. It's for me it's very gimmicky and the stabilization is bad, and it's not fun when you record videos on 8K. So I stay with 4K, and I do my videos normally in 4K 30 because I render and I cut my videos always in 30 frames. So those videos you see are in 4K and 30 frames. The rear camera, both 4K 30 frames, the videos. And I took the videos in 4K and 30 frames, so now. And I did also a video in 1080p. Both videos are good stabilized from the F2 Pro and also from the FE, but I like the colors more here. Because they look natural, like the photos, they look natural. And for me, the videos look sharper, they look like real 1080p. This looks like a little bit less than 1080p, I don't know why, it looks like. The same thing with 4K, stabilization is good on both phones. But here it looks sharper and the colors are more like natural. Here they look a little bit, not that natural. Yeah? I don't know how to say it better in English, so I told you English is not my mother language, but I like those videos. And stabilization in both on both phones is good, but it looks 4K also a little bit like less than 4K. What about the selfie videos? Selfie videos on this phone here is in 4K and 60 frames available. Here only in 1080p. And I like the selfie videos here as well more than here. Because you have 4K and this looks so sharp and colors are looking so great compared to this one here. So I like the colors more here. So, and that's it. So let me know what's your opinion. What do you think about the cameras? And I will do another video and I will compare those two phones again, but not only with the camera, with all of their specs and stuff which is built inside here. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? And what do you think about my first English video? Should I do more videos in English? Take care, maybe stay at home, wear a mask, and please be careful. So then, hopefully see us in the next video. I'm out, bye bye.